Hello and welcome to Not So Awesome Review, and today we are looking at the McFarland Toys Disney Mirrorverse Jack Sparrow action figure. And a few things I want to say before I actually start this video is that I will still be doing the Whis review and the Trill review and all that stuff. I've just been busy this last couple of weeks, so more stuff coming. But yeah, anyways, to this figure, I have so many mixed feelings because it's a great looking figure. It's a nice size. It's a cartoony Jack that reminds me more of the Kingdom Hearts version. This is based off of his look, I guess, in Mirrorverse, which is an upcoming phone game, something like that. Don't know what it's about. Don't know how it works. Just from looking at it, it's making me think the other game for Disney that's already out. They have a Star Wars version. They have a Marvel version, Strike Force. It reminds me of that. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but this is what it's based off of. And man, it is hard to talk about this because, like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. It's not a bad figure in the looks department. The articulation could be better, but there are definitely some glaring issues. I don't know if you guys can see it right now, but the way he's standing is a little bit leaned forward, and it's the only way I could balance him, even with the McFarland stand. But before we get into that, let's talk about aesthetics, which aesthetic-wise, again, he looks good. He looks cartoony. I do like it. I wish we could get a realistic version of him. I know we had the figure arts, but it's a whole other thing. For his cartoony look, I think he looks amazing. The boot's overly big. It has that Disney cartoon with the pants and everything. The coat looks really good. The belt, the gold paint on it, you know, McFarland knows what he's doing every time he designs, or the company designs one of these figures. The hair looks good. A little bit of red on one part of the hair, but not really a big deal in that department. The hat looks amazing. The face, I think, looks great. The skeleton arm, I think, is awesome, but I do wish we could have gotten an interchangeable regular arm. As for accessories, we do just get this purple effect piece. We get a McFarland stand that surprisingly doesn't have the Disney logo on it. You think it would say Disney Mirrorverse on it, but no. The DC ones do, and the Witcher one has words on it. I'm sure the Spawn one does. This one, nothing. Don't know what that's about, but it is a stand nonetheless, and he does come with his Mirrorverse Jack Sparrow card, which says he's a support character, has his bio and stats in the back, and it would have been cool if there was like some kind of download to it, like unlock this character because you paid for the figure, you know, like here's some free DLC. Well, not free, but DLC. I think that would have been a great kind of thing for it. Again, I don't know how that game is going to work, but I'm assuming you probably have to unlock the characters. So before I get into it with this figure, I do want to talk about the other ones in the line because there are these smaller 5-inch figures. Sully, Mickey, Goofy, and Belle are part of the first wave, and I almost bought Belle. I almost bought Sully, but just looking at the packaging, you could tell the articulation wasn't that great, and they're so much smaller than Jack here that I feel like it's weird to have a Belle who is that much shorter than Jack. Sully, okay, he should be giant compared to Jack, but at the same time, I could fudge that if I really wanted to, but yeah, decided to pass on those. I am looking for Buzz. I'm really hopeful on Buzz, but if this figure is an indicator of anything, then I probably shouldn't be too hopeful, and maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I don't know. I've seen some photos of it. Looks amazing. But yeah, okay, so getting into this figure and the flaws, and I'm not trying to be no negative Nancy here or nothing, but he cannot stand up very good, at least stand up straight, and it is because of the design of his feet, which... Let's just move this over here. Like I said, the stand, if I can get that out, blank. I don't know why there's no Disney logo on there. Probably costs money just to print it, so that would probably make sense. Effect piece. I was going to say nothing we haven't seen before, and if you've been getting the Lightning Collection, then it really is nothing we haven't seen before, just in McFarland form. I don't know if he's done one like this, but it's cool. The hand originally came really mangled, this one. But it's spread out now that it's been opened, so it looks more normal. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than it was when I took them out of the packaging. So, like I said, the issue here is his feet. I don't know about this one. Probably, yeah. You know, I'm going to say it's both of them. Just from the angle I'm sitting, it looks a little bit off. But you can see it's curving out to the side, so there's no flat-footedness, and it kind of makes it impossible to balance for some reason. I'm assuming that's the main issue. because he just wants to lean forward. I can't get like that sweet spot with the feet, especially since it uses that kind of McFarland joint. I don't know what you want to call it, where you can get the ankle pivot if you turn the joint sideways, but then you won't get the forward and back anymore. So because of that limitation right there, I really am having issues getting him to stand up. Like right there, I can almost get him, but he's leaning forward. That's pretty good. I would say he probably will fall in 2 weeks in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep. But, you know, right there, it's standing pretty decently. But it isn't easy. Just putting it out there. The next biggest issue is definitely the knee just looks really off when he's bent right there. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's actually just take a quick closer look. Let's see right there. The face looks good. The hat I actually really like. I wish the hat was removable. That would have been nice. This little flag, pirates sash thingy he has is pretty cool. Like I said, he has his skeleton arm, so he's still cursed and the moon is constantly hitting his arm, I guess. But it's all right. Not bad. Actually, one of my biggest complaints, and again, this could just be a Disney thing, he doesn't come with his sword. I'm assuming he doesn't use his sword in the game, and probably shoots purple stuff. But I mean, how are you gonna do a Jack Sparrow and not have his sword? You know how awesome it would have been to have like his sword and the thing hanging right there, and just have it. It would have been really cool. Yeah, I love pirates. They're awesome. They don't make enough action figures of pirates. This one doesn't have its sword, and it kind of bums me out because it would have been really nice to display with it. But I feel like Disney has kind of like a weapons thing. I know there's issues with, I think, guns and stuff. Certain types of weapons that they don't want toy companies to make, even if it is for adult collectors, like the Mezco. Actually, no, that's Warner Brothers. So, Thinking of a different example, but I'm pretty sure Disney has its own thing. I can see it, why, but at the same time, I feel like they have to have some weapons somewhere. Obviously, they do Marvel stuff and they come with weapons, so I don't know. I feel like that's more of a Disney thing than a McFarland thing. Could be totally off on that, but really wish he had a sword. Really let down that he doesn't, but anyways, I'm holding him with my fingers here so he doesn't fall over. But let's get into some articulation, which he can look up that much, which is okay. It's not bad. Can look down that much, which, yeah, it's visible, but could be better. Pivot side to side right there. The hair does get in the way a little bit, but it's, you know, rubbery enough that it's fine. You can look left. He can look right. And if you really wanted to, you could just move the hair out of the way. The back hair, a little bit harder, but you know, you can get some good motion right there, so not bad. He does have a ball peg up here and one down here with this weird long tube connecting it, so a little bit different than what I'm used to for other McFarland figures. I don't think it'll be easily moddable just like the DC line and stuff because of the way it is. It's really skinny, and for anyone wondering, I could probably, yeah, pop that out. Yeah, I just don't see and dremeling that away being a smart thing because it's so thin and small. I don't think you'll have that much room, but I could be wrong. You probably do a little bit, but I don't know how many people are going to be wanting to mod this figure. Pop that back in, just in general, but in case anyone is wondering what that looks like, there you go. It is a regular ball peg that pops in up there, and then I'm assuming one on the bottom. So it does give him some articulation. Despite the coat, you know, it is rubbery, so he can lean forward a little bit. Can lean back, not really. It kind of springs back, and side to side, it's not really there. Maybe a little bit on the thing, but yeah, it's really limited. Again, forward and back is decent. Side to side, I wish could have a little bit more, but you saw it is like a long tube thing. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know, but it is what it is. Leg can kick up. Let's fix that much, which honestly is not that bad at all. Can kick back. I'm sure it could probably kick back all the way, but because of the coats, that's as far as it goes. Maybe if you move the coat, probably not. I don't know. Legs can go out that much, again, because of the coats. Does have that little bit of a shift. Well, a little bit of a shift right there, but not too much. Does have rotation at the waist, so that's good. And the knee, which could be so much nicer because we get this giant thing coming out here, and then we get that ratchet. That reminds me of the animated series Batman, and when you move his elbow, it's not pretty. Like, I get it, because the ratcheting helps with the joint and making it not loose and everything, but there has to be some other way where it doesn't have to be that far forward, and they could have just made it so some molding came out and it looked better. That's just me. Anyways, the foot can go back and forward. Like I said, he does have that toe pivot right there, and it is, again, a little off. It's not centered, and you can't turn it. It looks like it because it looks like a separate piece, but nope, can't do it. Anyways, forgot the arms here. The left arm, can go up that much. It looks off because it's way back there for some reason. So left arm can go up that much. Right arm can go up a little bit less because the coat does get in the way right there. Rotation, bend at the elbow for left, bend at the elbow for right, and then rotation and hinge whichever direction you kind of want. He does have a trigger finger. No gun either, but he does have a trigger finger. And then we get a hinge for this one. No rotation, just a hinge. And yeah, so like I said, a mixed bag figure, not the greatest. I honestly expect more from McFarland, if I'm being completely honest here. I'm not saying that I'm completely disappointed, but I could have been happier, because I was actually pretty looking forward to this figure. It's a figure I don't have. It's a pirate, for one. It's Jack Sparrow, for two. Disney, yeah, they're awesome. So I was expecting something a little bit more quality, a little bit more articulation, something that could stand up without having to use the base. Now it comes with the base, so there is that. It's good, but you know, again, no weapons, no gun, no sword. It's an odd decision. Yeah, I keep leaving his right arm like if it's broken. I don't know. I feel like for $20, same price as a lot of their DC stuff, the Witcher stuff, and all those figures, they could have done something a little bit better. At least fixed it so he could stand up straight. The articulation in the chest, it's McFarland. I'm not expecting any innovations there. The knee joint could have looked nicer, but again, it's McFarland. They're hit or miss on those. They're not always perfect, but they've been getting better. Accessories. McFarland figures don't come with that many of accessories, but at the same time, they do. Geralt comes with 2 swords, a wolf head. So, yeah, it's kind of like, okay, it's cool. I like it. I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm definitely going to get Buzz and, you know, give this line another try. And depending on what else comes out, I'll, you know, be a little picking and choosing. I doubt I'll get any of the smaller figures, but yeah, this one is definitely one for more of the, I want to say, hardcore fans, first of all, for Disney, for Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyone who becomes a hardcore fan of this game, they'll probably want it. Average collector who wants to try a new line, I would be a little bit more hesitant because of the issues. It's not, again, the balancing, I think, is what almost kills it for me. I'm saying almost because I'm going to be a little bit hopeful here. I'm going to try and, you know, work it out and see what I can do with the figure. That, and, of course, the lack of weapons. I do wish he came with his sword. Even the gun would have been nice. Something, I mean, he has a trigger finger, you would think. But, yeah, it's again, a mixed bag. Here he is next to Geralt. Whoa, I'm almost dropping stuff. I moved stuff around, so setup's a little bit. We were trying to record this in one shot, so I'm not going to edit that out. But anyways, here he is next to Geralt. You can see that he is taller than him, surprisingly. I can't say they look good together because one's going more towards realism, the other one's going more towards cartoons, which, again, for, you know, collectors who kind of like to mix and match their collections and do all that kind of stuff, it makes it a little bit more harder to, recommend the figure because of that. But again, you know, by now, hopefully you've made up your mind. It is a review. You know, I have my opinion. You have your opinion. If you can deal with some of the issues I'm having, then, you know, totally go for it and everything. It is a really nice looking figure. I should save that for later. But I do want to try, because I haven't actually done this yet, see if he can hold one of his swords. You know, maybe I can go online and find a pirate sword or something. So for skeleton hand, It's really loose fitting. I kind of expected that because of how rubbery the fingers are and everything, but it does fit in there. But again, it's really loose fitting for the other hand. Let's actually move it. Let's see. Is the hand rubbery enough? I think so. It's just the bottom of the hilt's a little big. Yeah. Okay. That is not bad. That I actually really like. It's not a cutlass, but that looks awesome. I'm not going to leave it like that, but I will definitely look for a weapon for him to hold because I like that. I know he can't stand, and that really, really kills it. But this right here is the look I was hoping for, and it kind of sells me on the figure a little bit more than it should. I don't know why. It makes me extremely happy, even though he has all those flaws. But yeah, seeing that makes me happy, even though, of course, it has so many issues. Definitely need to find a sword for him. Just because I have him right here, I don't think he's going to be able to stand because I've been trying to get him to stand on my table all day. Not all day, but a couple of times just because I needed him out of the way. But White Knight, Batman, there we go. He is standing there. Again, doesn't look too bad. I feel like these two could probably mix and match if you really wanted to because he has a little bit more of a cartoony look on his face compared to Geralt. Again, your imagination, you can do what you want, but just putting it out there for that. And for a 6-inch scale figure, Red Ranger, he is so much bigger than Red Ranger. If you mod his head, honestly, give him like a skeleton head or something, that would actually make a pretty good bad guy. I'm just putting it out there, but there you go. Giant compared to that. Let's move Geralt out of the way here. And the collection he will probably be sitting next to, standing next to, hopefully standing, not falling. Falling sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. Another figure who is having issues standing right now. Woo. Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series. This is the SH Figure Art Sora. I may get one of the Bring Art ones eventually. If they make the pirate... Did they make the pirate ones? Part of me wants to say they made the pirate ones. I don't know. If they did, I'll probably pick one of those up. But this, I think, actually looks really good. I think he fits in with the aesthetic of Sora. He has, you know, that animated 3D look, and that's exactly what Sora is from, a video game. Video game, not video game. But yeah, I think that's actually pretty good. He's a little bit too tall, but yeah, he's definitely going to be standing with my Kingdom Hearts stuff because why not? And yeah, just in case anyone was wondering that. So, my final thoughts on this figure, if there is such a thing. Again, it's going to be a very hard thing to recommend to the average person. Is it a definitive Jack Sparrow? No, probably the SH Figure Arts, or I think there's a Hot Toys. That's it. But those are more money. This is $20. So if you want a Jack Sparrow on your shelf for whatever reason, if you want him next to your pirate collection, if you want him next to your pirate books, pirates DVDs, anything pirate related, then yeah, you're probably going to go for it because it's not too bad. You can get him on the stand, and I'm sure he will stand just fine. For those of us who like doing pictures, photos, posing our figures, you will be frustrated. You will be annoyed. You will want to walk away from it, but I'm sure, you know, dedicated people will be able to get it to work. But it is going to be work. It's not going to be an easy figure to deal with, mainly because, again, the feet are kind of sideways, and he just does not want to stand right. No sword, which is a downside. No gun, which is a downside. Blue energy effect. As cool, he didn't do it in the movie, even if he does it in the game. I kind of don't care, if I'm being honest. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else here I can say. I do like it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it with the Disney, with the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Definitely going to get Buzz Lightyear because he looks amazing. I'm hoping he poses so much better. It does look like they did a better job on him. And hopefully this is just because of the weird design of Jack Sparrow from this game that he has this articulation. And I'm hopeful that the next few figures are better, but we'll see. There's still 2 more to be announced, I believe. So we'll see what they are to finish off this wave. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here. This review has gone way longer than I thought it was going to. That was going to be a short 10-minute video. Now we're pushing 20 minutes, about to be 21. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Like I said, more reviews will be coming. I will be doing Whis, hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, and the Turtles the few days later or something. It's going to be scattered because I am doing some online classes right now. So, been you know, spending my nights doing that instead of filming videos, but wanted to get this one out there because I really wanted to mess with this figure. And not gonna say I'm let down, but I expected more from McFarland. But yeah, anyways, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.